Mame fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
You are most welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more updates, like and also share to other members to watch as well. Please, your comments are most important to us. Do leave a comment after watching or send us your voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277 128 777. Thank you. Please, I would like you to join me listening to what we have for you today and leave a comment after watching as well. Thank you.
Na mami kwa na mi kodi nkomo we na efiara de munim se eboja ye no na ano ehyepa na lawyer Godwin Edudzi Tamekloe, director legal affairs of the NDC and yeni ni era twetwe nkomo yi oyine mi mo ache
bra kwa mi anopai mi jo so mi chawe
etiefo nyina agye oso na enura mukọ court na enkomo ba ko eye yewura Dr. Kezato Folsom ene owura Richard Japa ekesi no de copy mu ba ye ne say yes sa recordings no court no admit into evidence na recordings no eye mu de he ebisi telephone recordings ebinum say oh yes ba ko bi kwa wa esi wo yewura judge of the Supreme Court Yoni Kolendi Fie tape ban na fe say you admit bibi into evidence ya saying it
you Frankwame no pay me chow with you for because we acquire a ruling of the court, we can just do a public discussion without going into the merits of the other
Sure.
Now with said, I think a few things have happened that puts things into proper perspective. Sebi, Okaya, the national chairman, a board that take week as a press conference. Ovie, Nyamixin St. David, a babon, people can say, audio is doctored together. But you're talking.
Bekaipa.
And now, after me call ya, in fact, yeah, once and now after the mistrial ruling, me back that's why. And I be beside say that way, what can I say? A, B, C, D, F, I won't come move between war and intelligence and no crap. Or say, and I'm beside say that is now on my or standing by that testimony if you want. Or standing by that testimony. And I'm beside say, oh, evidence via a backy and some now or na. And I was saying, none tell one. No true or PENDREAM. Why, yeah. It is Mr. Judge, no permission, so on coffin, no man who can or coffin. In Tiabai, and not say, usually the evidence to make us sure we seek the permission of the court to tender it through him. And I may don't judge no counsel, but per the protocols, before we add the documents, per section 6 of the Evidence Act, or say the question of admissibility or otherwise should be taken at the time the evidence is being offered, and not at that time. So whether you object or not, it should be taken now and then. In the Ecobasa, my Lord the Judge, I can say, Attorney General, who will objection be now. But before me, I take your objection. Now, I say, Unchi Adiana, I was audio, no so first. But what I say, you see, Ecobasa, or Momo can say, and my Lord, I can't say, okay. Sebi, or the mom who cry. In the end, survey of Friday before I ever back court on Tuesday. It's not say, you court Thursday, no men could be and fanto envelope move now and filing so that the Attorney General will be served before the Tuesday. nyame ye adom ye call ye the next day sabi mechanic say court no I can say okay yembo record no ema obia from beginning to end etie bibia I will open court but man ye na judge bisa say now one ye na ye tie no attorney general owo objection bia na attorney general say owo objection sabi obia oba on behalf of attorney general Miamenyonko, Deputy Attorney General Alfred Jayebwa. Jayebwa, the name in the year politics. I think that's when no original secretary or so. When people going to have Sunyane into Oyobia.
Not some no say now we become about to discount the story. Say on yes, sir.
Oh no, Jayebwa, they are a very fantastic lawyer.
I mean, lawyer, but say, oh yeah, communication officer, BC communication.
No, any appear him.
Any appear him. Oh, okay. Sorry.
We may can't deputy agent. Very
deputy. Okay.
Very fantastic way. Yeah, politics. Maybe I come by no go back. You know. Inti. Maybe I agree. Na DPP, Director of Public Prosecution. Raising issues say objection. Grounded the objection in 3 material areas. 1, almost say at the time I be lazy me cross examine Japan before I made the audio no accept the banner. Man lay sufficient foundation. That was their first ground. 2, and then they say audio no and yet relevant to the issues for determination. 3, the audio no was procured in violation of Article 18.2. What is in Article 18.2? Article 18.2 says, Obi animal crime say obey interfere with the privacy of somebody's communication or on the property. It said the Obi family who will fear can be animal interfere with the privacy of our house. Yes, and may violate the Constitution. But that Article 18.2 there were exceptions. If you are all fighting crime, Sebio, who was serious suspicion said, and Crophobi is here a private property, a bopper, to overthrow the government. Now, that suspicion is very, very strong and potent. Who do you kind of train said because of the privacy of your way, or train?
To say issue been a buy secession is binu and sembino.
Like recent coup protest.
Exactly.
One we said WhatsApp chat, audio recording, videos, and all were admitted in evidence. Okay, the Republic versus Kwabna
Tago. Yeah.
Audio recording also in the house of a police officer. They now were admitted. But what you say?
Me too.
Almost raising these 3 almost raising objection on the basis of these 3 grounds. And yes, you can't say. First of all, the evidence acts on relevance, or say sufficiency is not a ground to object on relevance, because you don't need to prove the whole. Even if a part is enough.
Even on the surface of it, okay.
Once I would me, and I can't say, would see audio nana. Prosecution ankasa the exhibit 8 a class for Lumyan for force and extra to BOG. The request for the LC. On the audio recording was a discussion on the LC. And so your own exhibit A.
A discussion here, a matter that is before the court.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it borders on even the establishment of the LC. Because UTA audio now, the back and forth between Godfrey Adame anywhere. One of the issues they discussed was whether the 200 ambulances, it was one global contract, or they were supposed to have a contract for 50-50. They were supposed to come in 4 tranches, 50-50. And what was the LC supposed to do? And whether there was advance payment. All these matters were discussed copiously on the audio. And so to say, there is no connection between the discussion on the audio and the matter set down for trial. It's problematic. And yes, someone who say Article 18.2 no. In fact, the senior barrister or no opposing objection no can say. Said you menena a year kubuahi matter.
Okay.
Aha, ye defend the kubuahi. You can't say. In that kubuahi matter, you raise objection to the tendering of that audio recording. The same attorney general by court ever can say, no, the audio is relevant. Courts are admitted. So at this point, which means you don't choose the forum where you advance particular legal arguments. There has been a ruling in that matter, and that is why the audio recordings were taken to the Israeli Forensic Institute for authentication and others. So it is too late in the day, say, Attorney General Babe advances our argument. Into my lady, the judge, I can't sue. Yemma, Enra, Thursday, Yawada, na Oma, the ruling on it. At the end of the day, or say, on the principle of fairness and reciprocity, she will admit the audio. The next stage is to determine the lawyer for a kind of what weight to attach to it. Well, I mean, will be aware the law of evidence. I bet you say evidence is not counted. You don't count evidence. You weigh the evidence. It should be able to be court with 50 witnesses. Obi court with only one witness. At the end of the day, the 50 witnesses will be given contradictory statements. We can do on the same fact. We go and when we see not see a handman no over, and I mean she a comment no see handman no over. The same issue. For 50 witnesses have been contradictory statements. If you're bastana, even though if we were counting evidence, then you would have brought 50 evidence. Quote. But because the evidence is weighed, it goes into the credibility of the individual. And once it's established that they are not credible, 50 now will be of no use. Meanwhile, Obi, and sometimes, like we always say colloquially, consistency is truth in the law of evidence. Consistency. If you Obi back, the witnesses, they have given a consistent storyline. Also, they win one. The court may prefer, inferentially, the testimony from the other compared to it. If the now the back and forth meaning that my lady the judge admitted audio recording. If you are now yes also in cross-examining Japan on the basis of the details in the audio recording.
So the audio recording no my press conference mo boy and now where you different from
the same thing. You see, Mr. Yami Senior Frank Davis. Oshia, in fact, I'm afraid on fast food now on friend on an abin na on fast food no more fair for Numyan for Jam Mosquito. No more apologizing to him. So, Chairman General, Yankani, no form.
I'm apologizing. I can't say.
Someone can say, tape now, Chairman, a boy, and they are doctor.
But you admitted into evidence and say you are now going to test it.
Judge Libya at the same doctor state.
Ah, okay. Okay.
No judge will ever admit a tape that is, or said you make a recording that is.
Can we say, sir, can we say, sir, tested evidence?
Sadie ya Godfrey Damiaye. Obi bia obi defending bia be good in the master first. Meka actor. Obi a obi defending Sadie no. And this will go on one in the master first. That's me. I hire a plan home. And you be
Martin, I'm saying.
Obi bia be na adi say. Obey defenders that way. Unless you disgrace yourself, you must first disgrace yourself before you can defend it.
Lord, mommy, you may addition, but admitting it a sad tape recording into evidence, you know, does it mean, sir, now it has become a tested evidence?
Has it become what?
A tested evidence. Just say you tested.
Yes.
Okay.
When we say, Bible says, gold, refined gold must go through what? Fire. And yet the fire that refines the gold. And yes, sir. It is the fire that refines the gold. It is the fire that destroys the impurities. That is how the law of evidence is. And yet the objection, is breaking it down. Aha. And at this point where the evidence has been subjected to rigorous legal argument and they pass the admissibility test, the only thing that is left at this point is weight.
Okay. Now, law, Mammy, now say, Mammy, you're ruling on this tape 34 page in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the mistrial.
On the mistrial. Na Sabre no mukofa tape you want by Emma many comments and say no this the legal general legal counsel no near the idea no. And say so we admit into evidence. Nimi no yani ayeni mumrei say na obechiri machire.
Yo. Brother I would say the issue set down for the mistrial was a simple question of mistrial and whether the conduct of the attorney general should be referred. They can say, in my respective view, for judge I think it's a key. I think a very fair quote unquote approach. For sure. The matter borders on the conduct, quote unquote, of a lawyer. In that respect, the General Legal Counsel is disciplinary because if I make a finding at this point, it can affect the licensor or the practice as a lawyer. Remember, I said he's first a lawyer. And I don't want to go into that. Go to the General Legal Counsel. And also, I say a statute who specific provisions in the Criminal Offences Act and the Criminal Procedure Act are 30 on mistrial. If you're taking what colloquially we can say a non violent approach, menka so why bonny, menka so when you're bonny. What are you? But you go to the governor of Judea, you could do one. Welcome, where we are. So there are two distinct matters. And in fact, that was how I did premise their objection to the admissibility. But in the superior wisdom of the judge, they say no A, B, C, D. I know. Black one.
Marty, but it says, monestage is saying.
So, see, I know Yenny, that's what they are.
Okay.
Into Namia Duma on Tuesday, I tell you, let's start the cross examination of Richard Jagba.
I see.
Then, yes, sir.
It's not just any Tuesday in the Bebaso.
No, correct.
Oh, Mati. Anyway, your mamma no was it. Na, yes, so yeah, that's a pass at the Biaoji Berena, a Uche Musi.
Thank you for staying to PENDREAM TV. Really appreciate your time. Please, if you have not yet subscribed as a new member, please do so for us. Hit the notification bell, like, and also share to other members to watch as well. Make sure you share to other members on your contact list or on your group chats. Thank you.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.